Here
Here it is. Another sode.
we are yet again. Are you serious?
There's no way the mic.
I know.
There's no way. I cranked them way down. If the audio's not crisp this episode, I give up. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find some shit dick college kid that can figure it out.
Yeah, I guess. It's a shame if it didn't pick that up.
It was pretty weak. That was like a 4.
That was, but it was really wet.
I mean, I guess. It was semi-wet.
Okay, we're
If
off to a
that.
strong start.
A start, to say the least. I wouldn't say strong, but it's a start.
Well,
What's the episode this week? What's the top 10?
these are just the top 10 dead folks that you
Can't
want.
use folks anymore.
Is that true?
I think that goes in line with the master bedroom type lingo.
No way.
Somebody says folks is racist now, allegedly. That's the word on the street.
Okay,
Through the
well,
grapevine. While I
top
was out
10
there. Yep.
dead people that you'd want to hang with.
Yep.
Have dinner with, perhaps grab a beer,
He or her.
or
Or them.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Who are we to assume their genders?
Exactly. We never met them. Like, we don't know. Yeah. So, I forgot who did the honors last time. But in the spirit of Christmas, honoring these dead, these deadies,
Shout out to the dead.
I'm going to let you start us off.
Okay. All right. Number 10. This is a recently deceased.
Oh,
Past couple years. Just hold them true and dear to my heart. That's not how that saying goes.
Near and dear.
Near and dear
It's
to
okay.
the heart.
it's okay.
Jake Burton, the founder of snowboarding.
Wow.
He's basically the reason I get up.
Well, he is truly the godfather.
Straight up, he is the godfather of snowboarding. He did it. Without him, I'd be skiing.
I guess I forgot that he died like recently until I saw the documentary. What year was that? If you had-
2019.
Oh, damn. So that was like recent.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Whoa.
R.I.P. to the guy. Would love to just sit down.
Oh, that
just
would be such a good one.
talk about snowboarding. He was a freaking snow rat.
What if like we end up crying on this episode?
No,
I don't think I will.
It's gonna go downhill from here.
Okay.
That was
That was like a sweet note.
yeah, that was about the only wholesome one we had.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it'd be sick to pick his brain, figure out what the early days were like.
That's
and,
true.
I mean, he owned Burton. He created the quintessential snowboard company
Yeah.
that everyone knows.
Damn.
Let me just pick his brain. Let me see what's
That'd be a
up.
really good hang. Yeah. Yeah.
Be insane. Everybody says he was the best.
I believe it.
He had it all. He had his cake and he ate it too.
Yeah.
We could all learn something from that.
Okay.
All right.
That's a beautiful start. Mine is a much different vibe. My number 10 is Aristotle.
Ooh.
Clip it.
I think Aristotle. He didn't make my honorable mentions, but Socrates
Yeah.
did. So
I just think that'd be a
in the same
really
lane.
interesting, like, he'd be someone that I would ask questions to for a long time.
See, that's the problem. I feel like all these ancient Greek philosophers, Socrates in particular, they were just fucking annoying. They were
Well, sure.
annoying assholes. Think about, so you read about like what Socrates did and like how he acted. He would just go around and just like ask people dumbass questions. Like he would go up to strangers on the street and be like, "What is love? Like,
Wait.
what is good?" Do you know how annoying that would get to
No.
like have a conversation with him, and then you'd be like, "Oh yeah, the weather's pretty good today," and he would just go,
What is good?
What is good to you?
Okay, but no, because I would love that. And I could be around that for a long time. And maybe it's because me and him are both. But I do think we could hang out. And I'd be like, whoa, I never thought of that. Like, for a while, I could be entertained by that.
That being said, I would want to have dinner with him. Just
Of course. If you got the invite.
Oh, there's one, the like master bum. Have you heard of that philosopher? He just like would live in the streets and like piss and shit in the streets on purpose and just like act like a nutcase.
But like he was insane, or he was very aware of what he was doing.
Diogenes, maybe.
I
think that's his name. Psycho. He would just run through the streets acting like a hooligan.
Was he like unstable, or did he know what he was doing? Like it was intentional.
All philosophers are unstable. Let's
Fair.
Let's be honest.
What'd you say, Diogenes?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll give him a Google.
Okay.
Crazy guy.
Okay. So
That's a good number 10.
Yeah.
Aristotle.
It was a good one.
Philosopher.
Yeah. Had to add him to the mix. The rest of mine are like do not relate whatsoever.
Okay.
But
yeah, same. All right, my number 9. I need to know. I need to know what happened.
I wonder how
I need to know all the people that you hung out with, what you were doing with them, what you did on that island.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep. I cannot believe I didn't think of that.
I've got to have dinner with Jeffrey Epstein.
That's such a good one.
Are you shitting me?
Yep. Yep.
That goes without being like
Wait,
explained.
I literally just read, like, I'm not kidding, 30 minutes ago, that I think a few hours ago, the judge, I don't know, in his case or something, there's some case with him, just agreed to unseal more of the documents and basically reveal who all 177 people were on that list.
Tom Hanks.
Don't say that.
What if a Joe Rogan's on there? I will cry.
Who is someone that, like, universally, because, you know, there are people who wouldn't care if Joe was on that list.
It's fair.
Who would be a universal, like, stab to
Oprah.
No, because some people would be like, I could see it.
Who gives a shit
Who's
if you
like
can see
a
it? Everybody
universal,
loves
like,
Oprah.
everyone loves this person.
I don't know. Freaking Tom Segura.
That would be
That would be
devastating.
That would be such a bummer. I don't know. Who's just like America's sweetheart right now?
But, like,
Nick Jonas, I guess.
he would be a tough one. Yeah.
Taylor Swift. You'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd be so confused because I'd be like, you were a child?
No, not like recently. She could have been on like one of the recent trips.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
What if
no,
she's
we
like
can't-
a prolific like child trafficker? That's her deep dark secret. They
So,
all have one. They all got to.
What if it was like, I don't know. There's a lot of like pop culture figures that I'd be like, probably.
All of them.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like Beyonce. I'm thinking Jay-Z. I'm thinking like.
Really weird. You picked my number 3 celebrity couple right there. The first 2 you name, and they just happen to be not white. That's weird.
I could also see Taylor. I don't want to believe it, but I could see it.
She's in some dark shit.
Yeah. Okay, we can't. Okay, this is getting sad. On a happier note, on a wholesome note, I would say my number 9. This would just be like, you'd make cookies, you'd drink something warm, and you'd watch a show together, but you'd both kind of fall asleep with the head on the shoulder. Betty White.
Ooh.
She'd have to go to bed a little bit earlier than you, but she'd like make sure that you're cozy before
That'd be a
like
good time.
yeah.
You know she's catering.
You know the stories that she has. That girl had to have been wild.
Went through it.
Yeah.
Would you watch a Golden Girls episode with her?
I would let her pick. Like if she was like, this is too on the nose, because I'm assuming in this scenario we only get like what, a day with these people and
Dinner.
conversation. Yeah. So I'm like, you wouldn't want to waste a dinner.
3 hours max.
Yeah. So we wouldn't watch.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good call. Maybe like in the background.
Yeah. Maybe as she like tells me about like her 20s, you know.
Word.
So.
It's a good pick. I like it. I can get behind it.
Thanks.
All right, number 8. I think all dudes can agree on this one. And I really just... She, for sure, has stories on stories. And we got to hear about JFK. Marilyn Monroe, come on.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to have dinner with Marilyn
Of
Monroe?
course.
Not only is she a smoke show.
Yeah.
She was it. She was it back then.
Mm-hmm.
She was banging JFK.
Also rumors that RFK.
She banged RFK.
That's what the rumors say.
RFK wasn't even like Robert.
Like the brother. Whoever his brother was. Yeah.
Oh, his brother. I'm thinking like the dude alive
Oh,
now.
no. The brother.
Yeah, okay.
Bobby Kennedy, I think, was what they called him.
Yep, Bobo.
She
Who else was she banging?
She was married to Joe DiMaggio.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait.
The baseball player.
Yeah. Wow.
Go
Was she
team.
hoeing around while she was married to Joe?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She invented it.
That
In the
would be
most
such a
beautiful
sick
way.
dinner. And you know she'd probably like offer you a bump or something, and you would have to take
Here's
it.
Okay, wait. This could take a weird turn, but I'm just gonna go with it. So, like, what age are we hanging with these people? Like, right before they died? Because I'm like, would you bang her if you had dinner with her?
It's dinner.
Okay, so
It's not dinner and a bang. It's just dinner.
Yeah, but it's never just dinner with Marilyn. Come on.
That's fair.
You'd have to.
I mean, if she was down.
I feel like you'd have to. Okay.
If she was down.
Okay.
That's iconic. You have to. That's like banging Mother Teresa or something. I don't know.
Sure.
You gotta take that opportunity. Like, what?
That was, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I probably would do the same, truthfully. Okay. My number 8, I think you're going to like this one a lot. Robin Williams.
Nice. Oh, man.
Yeah.
A true lunatic.
Yeah. Like, you could, I would ask, like, if this was a genie granting me wishes, I'd be like, okay, every other person gets 3 hours. Could I do, like, 5? Because you would just want to talk to him forever.
You know, he's the nicest dude.
Yeah.
Joe has this one, like, Robin Williams story, how he was doing a meet and greet after a show, and this dude just, like, walked up to him and talked to him about, like, his bits and, like, comedy and shit for, like, 5 minutes, and then, like, as he was walking away, he goes, holy shit, that was Robin Williams, because he had, like, his big beard and was looking all scraggly.
Yeah.
He was like, the whole time, he was like, this guy looks really familiar, and it was like, oh, shit.
Plus, like, because he does like little character voices, I would just be like, can you just perform for like 30 minutes?
What's your favorite Robin Williams movie?
Okay, this is kind of cheating, but this is just what popped into my head. He was the voice of Genie in like the OG Aladdin.
That he was.
So that was like one of my faves. Because he got to be, because Genie is like a million characters in that movie. Like, he does little things.
Mm-hmm. That's I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a pretty sub-tier pick for Robin Williams. Dead Poet Society.
Never seen it.
Of course. RV.
Never seen it.
Of course. Good Morning Vietnam.
Never seen it.
Of course. Okay. It all makes sense why you picked Aladdin now.
Wait. Name like 2 more.
Nope, we're done. We're moving on. Robin Williams, number 8. For sure.
Yep.
All right, my number 7. Truly, I don't know where we'd be without her. I don't know if America would look the same. Sacagawea
Beautiful.
led Lewis and Clark across America. How sick would it be to talk to Sacagawea
That would be cool.
and see what was good with the natives?
I would
before.
love if she was like, these 2 fuckers wouldn't leave me the
I
fuck
know.
alone.
I bet she just hated those things.
Right.
Like there's got to be some weird shit that went on like while they were going on. Like I bet Lewis or Clark tried to hit on her
Of
and
course.
she just like punched him in the nipple.
Yeah,
or
she's
something.
like, never again.
She's like, get the fuck out of
Don't
here.
even try me.
Like, fuck. Yes, Sacagawea.
That's a good one. Kind of.
I will say she replaced Mac Miller.
Holy shite. That's huge.
It was a tough but necessary replacement.
Feminism has won.
And I really did need like more women on my list, and Mac Miller just. I couldn't put him on the list. I couldn't do it.
It's okay.
I couldn't do it. It's fucked up, but I couldn't do it.
No, it's okay. Top 10 is hard. Okay. In a similar, like, historic vein, my number 7 would be Amelia Earhart.
Hell yes.
Because
she was an honorable mention.
I want to know what the fuck happened. Sorry for cussing, Mom and Dad. I want to know what happened. Way too sus. Like, she's like one of the OG, like, conspiracy theory deaths.
Was she one of the, was she the first woman pilot? It's kind of weird that she got lost. I wonder
I'm trying
why.
to think of something to throw at you that's soft but gives the message.
So I'm not saying anything. You're over there connecting the dots.
You giggling as you
I'm
say.
just saying. I wonder. It's just something to note that
I'm
when
still looking.
a woman got behind an airplane to drive it, to fly it, it's late. All right, chill
It is
out.
late. I'm equally as sleepy.
That airplane disappeared. It's just a weird coincidence. Woman flying, disappeared airplane, never came back.
Because maybe.
Did she go to the Bermuda Triangle?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. But here's what I do know: is that maybe she was so powerful that the aliens or whatever took her said, "We can't because then it's gonna be so quick before women take over." I thought you were about to fart just then. And so they said, "Any of these boys can fly this little dinky inky plane."
Yep.
We gotta take Amelia.
Yep.
We gotta take her. But I would be like, what the fuck happened?
She crashed.
No, she didn't. She was sucked up.
She just didn't get it done. She goofed.
Next episode, I'm gonna have something soft but firm to throw at you.
What if it was like one of her exes cut like her gas line before she took
That's
off?
way more freaking likely than she just was bad.
What?
No,
I'd say they're equally as likely.
I'm gonna say Team Amelia forever, and I'm gonna get Amelia Earhart tattooed on my chest.
What are the odds?
I would say 1 and 90.
1, 2, 3,
82.
64. Damn it. That would have been wild.
I would have, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Shout out Amelia Earhart.
We love
She was
you.
an honorable mention.
Yeah.
All right, number 6. This guy was a freaking lunatic. Just got done reading his biography.
Okay.
But Jesus Christ, every dumbass psycho out there likes to quote him and act like they're freaking smart.
Yeah.
But Friedrich Nietzsche, however you, I don't know how to say his name. Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude had a wicked mustache, out of control.
Okay.
He might have been gay. People say
I
he
hope
might have
so.
been gay.
I hope
I could
so.
see it. Just like reading the things that he thought are outrageous.
Yeah. I feel like you'd have to, like, cut the, like, dinner short. You'd be like, it'd be like an hour and a half, and you'd be like, I'm
No,
good.
I'd be all in. See, like, that's the problem with him. Like, he says some really good shit. Like, go, like, be your best self, basically. But also, he says some pretty fucked up shit, too. But
Okay. I've never read any of his work, have I? I don't think I have, yeah.
but, like, the problem with the fucked up shit that he says,
You kind of
You're
see where
like,
he's coming from.
dude, that was gross. But then you think about it, and you're just like, damn. He said, like, all art is created on the foundation of slavery, and you're just like, shit. Look at what we're doing. Look at what we're talking into. Who mined the materials to get this stuff to record the computer, electricity?
When did he die? Like, roughly?
Like 1899.
Oh, okay.
No, it was like early 1900s. He started
Oh.
going insane in 1899. That's the other thing. Like, he went mentally insane. Like, he had a mental collapse. Like, Migo, shut up. He had a mental collapse.
He's
and
going
that, like,
insane.
Yeah. It just kind of, like, goes to show, like, is it worth it? Like,
Right.
are you gonna snap when you figure out the end all
That's
be all?
true.
Like, is the goal worth it? It kind of goes hand in hand with the Whiplash movie. Very Nietzsche like, and Ubermensch, and yeah, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, he was crazy. I just want to hear him rant.
That would be fun. Yeah. I have a similar reasoning behind one of my people where it'd be like they're just nuts and you'd want to like see if you could figure them out a little bit. Okay. My number 6 would be Elvis Presley.
Ooh.
Here's my thing. Okay.
Pedophile.
Yes. He is that.
It
Was. Still is. Who knows? Here's my thing. So I know that he's pretty weird. And he did marry a 14-year-old. But I'm going to separate the...
But wasn't she an international 14-year-old? Was
I don't think
Priscilla
so.
German?
No, I don't think
Why
so.
did I feel like they were chilling in Germany when we saw the Elvis movie?
He, went to war.
But he brought her?
She was not German. Very much not. She was just, a normie. I don't know where I could Google where she's from.
That doesn't make sense, though. They were chilling in Germany, though. So
well,
she
now I
just,
have to know where she
went
was.
To Germany? Was she in the army? Maybe she was a nurse in the army. That wouldn't make sense either. She was 14.
No. She was born... Priscilla was born... She's a Brooklyn girl.
Shout out.
Anyways, minus all of that, we're going to separate that for a second. Not that I'm saying that that's okay. Because that is pretty effed. But I would love to write a song with him. That would be so insane.
Whoa.
So to use those 3 hours, I'd be like, we're not even going to talk. We'll get dinner later. Let's write. That would be cool.
That'd be pretty lit.
Yeah, that'd be insane. And then I'd be like, hey, maybe in the next life we marry someone of age.
Yeah, but then he'd be like, well, after 4 years, it was fine.
Maybe we just wouldn't talk about that part and we would just write a song and then I would say, see ya.
Shout out to Elvis.
And then I'd be like, what did you think of Austin Butler's rendition of you? /
Do you agree with your social or racial appropriating?
Yeah.
He stole hella music.
He really did.
An egregious amount.
He wouldn't talk about it. If I asked him, though, in our 3-hour time, he'd be like, okay, pretty mama.
What?
It is actually kind of crazy that
Would he
people just
just-
gloss over that.
Yeah, would he just hear songs and just be like, all right, I'm just going to cover it and it's going to be
Probably.
more popular? Or was he just walking down the street? Because in the movie, it made it seem like he was just walking down the street and was inspired by all these people. Get the
Right.
fuck out of here.
Right.
What?
No, he probably did steal hella and knew that he was stealing hella. I think, yeah. The movie obviously is going to paint him pretty well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Steal like an artist.
I guess.
What artist doesn't steal at the end of the day?
True, but there's that was pretty blatant.
I mean, yeah, but think about Johnny Cash doing Hurt. Do you know who originally sang Hurt?
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Also, that would
Nine
be
Inch
good.
Nails. We saw it live. So
Wait, what?
yeah, we saw 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, I remember
We saw that song live.
I remember that. Also,
That was a
you just-
terrible night. Just getting pelted by the wind, wearing a fucking
freezing.
t-shirt and shorts.
Shout out. Okay. Hit me with your number 5.
This is a pretty wild one, coming from the far east of Japan.
Okay.
Miyamoto Musashi,
No idea.
the greatest samurai of all time.
Okay.
Never lost a battle. Won like 60 plus duels. His books over there, the 5 Rings of Life or 5 Rings of Death. I don't know. It's on the top. You should read it.
Okay.
Everybody should read the 5 Rings of Life. It's incredible. This dude's a beast. He was a genius. Not
Damn.
only being like the best swordsman ever.
Swordsman.
Yeah, he was a swordsman, certified swordsman. Freaking like just his like philosophy on life was crazy. He said to be the best like swordsman, you have to diversify your like tools and repertoire. So he would do like practice calligraphy, and he would read and do like
Love
poetry
that.
and all that shit, and like
Love that.
art on top of like
I think that's
being
actually
a-
like really, really smart.
that's what
And
it
people are
is.
kind of like still preaching that philosophy.
I mean, it originated from him,
Yeah.
1600s.
That's cool.
His book is insane. Read the 5 Rings of Life.
Okay.
You could read it on the toilet in a day.
Oh, is it a little one?
Yep,
Oh, okay, sweet.
it's a quickie.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Miyamoto.
Okay, mine's a little bit of a different vibe. So my number 5 is Charles Manson. And hear me out. He's similar to
Is he
Nietzsche.
even dead?
Okay, good question. But let's, for the sake of our, like, no, he is, unless the CIA is like keeping him.
He actually died.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Recently, 2017.
Yeah. So I'd want to talk to him. Not that I feel, truthfully, that I would get anything out of that freaking conversation.
God, it'd be fun though.
But it would be like, here's the thing though, because I was talking to my coworkers today, and I was like, there are some infamous like killers that I'd be like, I don't care to meet. Like, I don't care.
Such as.
Jeffrey Dahmer, wouldn't care.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be super boring.
He'd be
like,
so boring.
It was just
Ted
some
Bundy,
gay stuff.
He
It
would
was
just try to
gay
like
stuff.
charm you, and you'd be like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Whereas
Bundy would be
Manson-
weird. You know who'd be fun?
Who?
Not fun, but Gacy, the clownman.
No, because I don't fuck with clowns like that.
It doesn't matter though. Like you wouldn't want to like just get in that weirdo's head.
For some reason, Manson is just like really the only one.
I
for
mean,
me.
yeah, he was a cult leader, underrated musician as well.
Yeah.
Have you heard his songs?
I have.
Have you heard his work? It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like plug his like work
Check
right
it
now.
out.
But I also think I'm like, what's fascinating about him too is that they killed like all these big Hollywood people, like, and he's someone that I wish I could talk to in a like where he knows the CIA isn't listening, and I could be like, what's going on? Yeah.
Apparently, the CIA trained him.
I believe it, which
And
is why he'd be on my list, and
You
I'd be
gotta
like,
read that Chaos book.
I
We
know,
gotta
I do.
find out.
I know.
Apparently, the CIA trained him to use LSD to like manipulate people and mind control.
I 100% believe it.
The amount of times he got picked up for like petty little like trespassing or like a traffic violation, like he got picked up, and then the cops or like the local police would pick him up, and then somebody higher up within county or
Right.
FBI or some shit would come in and just take him out,
Yeah.
take him away.
Yeah.
They would just be like, oh yeah, he's like under whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No,
what?
there's too many sus things
What?
about him. What? So I'd be like, Charlie, be real.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be such a good one.
He'd be a good one. Plus, like, you wouldn't really have to do much talking. You could kind of just observe, because he would just go. And so you'd be like, okay,
I don't think he would.
I think he would.
I think he played the crazy card, especially in his court case. That helter skelter shit. That was all
Yeah.
just a facade. That was just a freaking.
What if I, like, hung out with
show.
him and he was just, like, so mellow and was like, yeah, they did. I worked with them, and I'm going to be honest about that. I worked with the CIA. I'd be like, this is boring. I'd be disappointed. Yeah. Anyways,
Shout out.
Charlie Manson.
That was a good one.
But also, I would want him, like, cuffed. Like, I would not want to be, like...
Behind the wall.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't want to just, like, go to get dinner.
No, I mean, it'd be in public. People would be around. Like he would walk to the table. You wouldn't walk in with him. Like, you'd already be preceded. Or he would be preceded.
Yeah, he'd have to be preceded.
Yeah, he'd be preceded.
And we'd have to be sitting this far away. I don't want a close table.
Yeah.
Because he could...
Well, I mean, he'd be patted down before he came in. And he didn't really do the... as far as I know...
He didn't actually kill anyone.
Yeah, he was the
mastermind.
ringleader.
Yeah. That is kind of crazy, though, too. That, like, he didn't kill anyone. At least that we're aware of. You know? It was his followers.
What a creep.
I know.
You have to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
It's... If you like Charles Manson, you'll
well,
fuck
I don't
with that
like
heavy.
him.
You just said you'd have dinner with him. You obviously like him to a point. Is he your favorite serial killer?
Well, technically, no. He wouldn't be considered serial killer. It was the one. Well, it was multiple people, but it's just that one incident.
What? No.
Mm-hmm.
No. What do you mean one incident?
When he went to, like, Sharon Tate and all of their house.
He didn't go there, and that wasn't the only incident. There were a lot of instances. Like, he killed multiple. It wasn't like that was the most famous people he killed, but, like, he was killing randos and shit.
Well, but could you even qualify him? Because he technically didn't kill.
I don't know, though. I think he might have actually killed some people.
I'm sure he... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have a favorite serial killer.
So who's your favorite serial killer?
I would say... No, I don't know. Because I can only right now, maybe it's just because I have sleepy brain, but I can only think of, like, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't know, Jack the Ripper. That's a pretty classic one. That one dude from Chicago that made, like, the murder hotel during the Chicago Fair in, like, 19 whatever the fuck. Would love to meet him. Jack, oh my God.
Yeah, actually, this is kind of a shame.
Yeah, it's shameful you don't know, but there's a book made about it.
The Murder Hotel.
You don't know anything about the Murder Hotel during, like, the Chicago Fair? Chicago Fair Murder Hotel.
Our, like, search history, like, the FBI is going to be like, are they good?
Yeah, H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes.
You've never heard of that? He killed,
that
like,
sounds...
100 plus people. Like, this hotel was crazy.
Okay.
It would have, like, false hallways and shit that would lead to, like, gas chambers and just... This dude was psycho.
Okay. I've never heard of him. I really do. I think...
There's a book. It's like The Devil in the White City, or The White Devil in the White City or something. It's... I need to go back and reread it because they tried to make us read it freshman year.
Oh, really?
And that's freshman year of high school, and that's when you're just like, dude, fuck books. I don't care how good this book is. Like, fuck this. I'm not reading this. This is dumb.
Yeah.
But the problem with the book, it was like half of it was H.H. Holmes. You're reading about the murder hotel. You're like, this is sick. And then the other half was like the architect for the freaking Chicago Fair. And you're just like, what?
Yeah, what?
I don't care about this dualism, like cool thing you're trying to fucking do. Just tell me about the murder. Yeah. Bro. I don't care about this architecture shit ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I know.
Halfway through the list, do we smack assault?
Yeah, I think we should.
Crack those suckers open. This episode brought to you by Run Through a Wall Smelling Salts.
Do you want your own or should we share?
Yeah, we'll just do our own.
Okay. Here you go, sir.
If you got any demolition you're looking to do, no tools, just smack one of these bad boys and you'll run right through that bitch.
Should I do the little YouTuber product placement?
There you go. Bingo.
There you go, guys.
At bombhole.com, use code PCB for 0% off.
Ready?
Yep.
ASMR. What if I can't smush it?
Oh! 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 I went deep. I went deep.
Oh my god.
Woo!
It burns, but I want to do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay.
That one, maybe it's just. Oh my god. I think any nose hair that I had just got burned.
Bobby. Shout out to Run Through a Wall.
Ooh. Ooh.
Smelling salts.
Oh my god. Ooh.
There you
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, well, I honest to God really needed
Ready
I was getting sleepy-eepy.
burn through these last 4.
Oh my god, I'm like fucking ready. Okay, go.
Number 4.
Number 4.
My last lady on the list. An absolute just she is it. She is the queen, like she is peak womanhood. Cleopatra of Egypt. What did you think I was gonna say? What? I want to have dinner with you. We have dinner every night.
Plus, I'm not dead.
Yeah, and you're not dead.
No,
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra is beautiful.
We gotta see what was up with ancient Egypt back then.
And you know she had the tea.
Oh yeah, she was fucking shit up. She was like banging people from Rome. Wasn't she banging like Alexander the Great or Caesar?
I think it was
Caesar. She was banging Caesar.
Yeah.
Basically,
She probably
like,
had him wrapped around her finger, and she'd be like, "All right, we're done."
I can't imagine. Like, I bet she was a smoke show like no other.
Yeah.
Egyptian too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're like salivating right now.
And just to like see what was good with Egypt back then.
That's true.
Like, what were you guys doing?
I would just want to know the gossip.
I bet she's got like, what was Caesar's wiener looking like? You think he was packing?
No.
I bet it was pretty average.
It was very average. I don't think it was small, but it was just very average.
Yeah, it was just a peen.
She'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
he gets the job done.
Yeah.
That's such a bummer. I mean, I can't speak from experience, but that would be such a bummer to have someone describe your peen as it gets the job done. I feel like that's such a sad sentence.
Better than saying I finished myself off.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Could be micropene. Micropene is crazy.
We can't even get into that.
Shout out to Leo.
We can't.
For any YMH fans, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, that's the real test. Are you an actual fan? Oh my god. Anyways.
Shout out to Cleopatra.
Speaking of bad bitches, alert. You've already mentioned this girl. But my number 3.
Nice.
Oh, wait, my number 4. Dang it, I guess I'll swap them. You've mentioned this girl.
Why are you going to swap them?
I'm just going to swap them.
All right, swap them.
Marilyn.
Damn.
Because I want to know what's going on. And wasn't her death super sus?
Super sus. I think the CIA killed her.
I think so too.
FBI.
And she would rat on them in a heartbeat. She'd be like, yeah, and it was X, Y, and Z. Like, she would give names. God. She wouldn't hold back.
Where's that, like, documentary? I feel like there's no good Marilyn Monroe doc.
They've tried. There's been a few they've tried, but they're not great. Yeah.
Netflix, take it over.
Yeah.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Well, see, the issue is they don't really do one, like, surrounding her death. It's more just, like, her life and such a tragedy.
Well, I want to know what the hell happened with her death.
Yeah.
She knew what was up with JFK.
Yeah.
Maybe she knew who killed him.
Who died first?
What?
Her or JFK?
Definitely. It had to be JFK, right?
We have to. You Google when Marilyn died. I'll Google when JFK died.
JFK was 1951.
When did JFK die?
1951.
1963. Marilyn.
Did a freaking book report on JFK. That is horrible.
Okay, 63. She died 62.
Damn.
They took them out.
It's quick.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I just know that she would be like, fuck these guys. This is exactly what happened. If she had a podcast right now, everyone would be sweating. Yeah. So
Oh my God.
we can only hope for that in the next life. Yeah.
Straight up. Shout out to Marilyn.
I know. She was a baddie. And if, honest to God, Mom and Dad, don't listen. Honest to God, if she was like, come on, I'd be like, fine. You'd have to.
You must.
You have to.
Yep. All right. My number 3.
I already know one of these people.
Hitler.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
You have to. You have to have Hitler. You have to have dinner with Hitler. Are you kidding me?
No.
You don't want to have. Why not?
I don't want to have Hitler dinner. I have no interest.
You have to see what that looks like. What that piece of shit looks like in the flesh. Like, I would want to see pure evil. I want to look that shit in the eye.
See, I could hang with Manson. Not like hang with him, but like.
But not Hitler.
No, I've zero interest. And maybe that's just like a dude thing. Like, I don't know.
I guess so.
I just have zero. Like, if someone was like, dinner invite, I'd be like, honest to God, I'll probably just stay in.
No, I bet he is probably one of the worst people to be around. But, like, I want to know. Okay. I'm pretty sure all his wives killed themselves, so.
Probably. When did he die? Because for some reason I remember growing up being like, he died on my birthday. Like, what if there's a connection? But he might not have even died on April 23rd. I think I might have made that up.
I don't know.
Well, when was the supposed?
I don't know. Sometime in 44.
When did Hitler die? April 30th. Yeah, so a full week.
But did he really?
Well,
he definitely escaped and went to Argentina.
I think that
South America.
Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm really wondering now is why did I think he died on my birthday?
I don't know. That's pretty weird that you're associating those two.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just close enough. So in my brain, I was like, April. Oh, my God. I don't know. Well,
I'd want to hear him rant.
I'd just be like, this guy again.
Like, his German rants literally got it. Like, a whole nation behind him. And then a whole army just to be like, yeah, fuck those kind of people. Let's kill them.
Also, let's talk about the fact that he was gay.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think his fucking wives were all offing themselves?
Yeah. Which is sad. I wish they would have just, like, left him. But you probably really couldn't. There's no, like, peaceful divorce.
No, that's why they killed themselves.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's their only option.
That was kind of the German way during World War II. It was either like, we win or we're just going to kill ourselves. Pretty crazy.
I wonder if who his secret boyfriends were.
None. That shit was so repressed. He repressed it. He never...
No, I think he acted on it once, but then was like, I'm disgusted.
No, he never acted on it at all. Why do you think he was so angry all the time and worked up?
No.
That had to go
no, I'm not even going to start conspiracy theories right now. I can't. No.
Hitler.
Okay. My number 3 would be Amy Winehouse.
Frick yeah.
Again, truthfully, as much as I would want to write with her, I think I would use the time to just chat with her.
And do drugs.
I probably wouldn't because I would say, Amy, come on now. Plus, I don't do that.
But it's Amy. What?
I know it sounds like it's coming from the roof, but I do think it's our boy doing a little butt scooch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry.
Santa's
here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
No,
a little early there.
Right.
Chris.
No,
Mr. Crinkle.
He's been booty scooching, so.
Got the itchy butts.
You. But I would do Amy Winehouse. I like someone who has a conspiracy around their death. She does not, but I feel like she also knows some shit. Plus, she'd just be fun. I do think she knows some shit.
But, like, does she remember any of the shit?
I would like to think that in this scenario, they're, like, of clear and sound mind.
Okay.
She's sober in my hang with her.
Yep. Yep. Sober Amy Winehouse.
Yep. And we would end up writing a song. We'd have to.
You must.
Yeah.
Good one.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm so excited for my next two.
My number 2, it just goes hand in hand with that dumbass TikTok trend that's going around with the ancient Roman Empire. But Alexander the Great, the quintessential stoic himself. Wait, I might be getting him mixed up with someone else.
I don't know actually.
I'm thinking, yeah, I am. I'm thinking, oh my god. Meditations. Who wrote that? This is pissing me off.
I don't know.
Meditation.
This is why we need Nadav.
Marcus Aurelius.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting those two mixed up.
Wasn't Alexander the Great?
Alexander the Great just conquered everything.
How
like
old was he
man.
during his like peak?
30s, 40s.
Why did I think he was like a teenager? Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Attila the Hun.
No. Who was like a teenage?
Napoleon.
No.
Not really. It was just short. Allegedly. A teenager? What are we talking here? Was he the one that sucked? The crazy one?
Yeah, what was...
Caligula?
No, because I wouldn't know that. Like, I wouldn't remember that name. Maybe just like...
I think you're thinking about Game of Thrones.
No, I think maybe I just made up that Alexander the Great was a teenager.
No, Alexander the Great was just the man. He just conquered everything. Just king of the Roman Empire. Let's go. Why the hell wouldn't you want to have dinner with him?
I think you're speaking for the boys. You know.
Exactly. Alexander the Great, stud.
Okay. Teenage ruler. My number 2, we're circling back to conspiracies and sketchy deaths. Well, it's not even sketchy. We know what happened. But it's JFK.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He was an honorable mention.
Yeah.
You know he knew too much. Too much. He shut down Operation Northwoods. Have you heard of that?
Maybe.
Our government or FBI, CIA.
Mm-hmm.
I get these motherfuckers. They're interchangeable at this point. But they like
the big G.
Yeah, then fucking whatever. They came to JFK with like this plan to shoot down a commercial flight and blame it on the Cubans or Fidel Castro so that they could start a war. So they were gonna kill civilian Americans and blame it on the Cubans so that we could start a war.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And JFK was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
No. And then a couple weeks later, he was dead. So that's pretty weird.
I'm just curious, like, does he know on the other side? Like, does he know who killed him?
I would hope.
I would hope as well. Also, like, to me, the Kennedys are the equivalent of, like, American royal family. Like, that empire.
I guess.
Well, it's just a girly thing. Like, that whole deal with him in Maryland, I'd want to know about that. Did Jackie, his little wifey, did she not? Like, I would just want all of it.
JFK.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. And didn't his freaking bro die, like, not that long after him, who was also killed by the big G?
Weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
They had to know some shit.
Yeah.
Sus.
Which makes me wonder, like, what... Well, no, because RFK Jr., he was probably young when his dad died.
He still knows about it. The fact that he's still, like, a politician...
is scary.
The fact that any of the Kennedys are politicians...
I'd say, get me so far away from this. I'd go into, like... I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. Something's not adding up there. It's like the whole argument, like, oh, he just wants to fix the system. No.
No.
Is he just dumb? Like, What? You're
I
not
don't know.
terrified that you don't already have an X on your head,
Or
bro?
like his wife, like I don't know. That would just be so scary to marry into that family and be like, there's a good chance history's gonna repeat itself.
Even if it did, and like, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's fucking nighttime.
Yeah,
Number
we're sleepy.
one. Let's just get this over with. Number one. This, you like, if anybody disagrees with this, they are 100% wrong. I don't give a shit.
What if I hate it?
You're not.
Okay.
We all need to figure out what the frick happened.
What?
And are you capping, sir? Have you been capping this whole time? It is the man himself, the number one Asian, Jesus Christ. I would have to have dinner with Jesus Christ. Did you actually walk on water? Will you turn my water to wine? Turn that water to wine. Let me see it. Let me see it, Jesus.
So funny. Remember when I said my number one honorable mention is gonna make you chuckle? It was Jesus.
Jesus is my number one. I gotta know. I gotta meet this man. Did you come back? What's up?
That's
what was Jerusalem
so
like?
Funny. That is so funny. We have hive mind.
Jesus Christ. Number one.
Okay, well, it's kind of hard to beat God.
Nope.
But
Jesus.
Well, 3 and 1.
Don't like that way of thinking. It doesn't make sense. It's dumb. There you go. I called that Christianity way of thinking dumb.
So you mean the way of thinking?
It's dumb. It's 3 different people. Don't call them one.
The way you said that, I don't like that. Okay, well, let's just hop off the religion train real quick. My number one, also a lot of conspiracy, but we freaking know what happened to her. And of course, I'm talking Princess Diana. I, honest to God, if the genie in the scenario that was granting us all these wishes, if I could trade in all of the hours to just hang with Princess Diana, I would do it.
Whoa.
Because A, she's cool as fuck. B, so many secrets, like, that she'd be able to spill. And then she would just be fun. Like, we would just hang out, and I'd be like, what was it like when you met the queen? Like, is she, like...
Was she still in the fam when she died?
So...
Was she a fucking, like, a Meghan Markle situation? What the fuck was Diana's situation? Like, what was her deal?
No, because she never tried...
Did she marry Anne?
Well, she did marry it. She married Prince Charles.
Isn't she from Wales?
Yes. Meghan's from here.
So, like, what's that? Like, what?
Well, it's a whole thing. But essentially, you can't really get divorced in the royal family. So her and Prince Charles basically were together, but he was messing around with Camilla, who's now the queen right now, that little... And then she was with her boyfriend, who, his name was Dodi Fayed. They were on my celeb couple list. He was like I think he was like a director, or I don't know, he did something with film. And he was also in the car with her when she died. So they technically weren't divorced, but yeah. But she did like kind of openly criticize the royal family, which I guess is similar to Meghan Markle, but she wasn't freaking cringy about it. She was just like, hey, they trapped me in my room and I want to actually do shit. Because, like, she wanted to do shit.
Like, what kind of shit?
Like, so she did a lot of work with, like, really sick kids. And there was a whole scandal because she hugged, I don't know if he was a kid or if he was a man at that point, but she hugged someone who had AIDS. And the royal family was like, you have it now. Like, ugh. They literally were like grossed out. And she was like, are you serious? Like, can I do real shit? And that's why they didn't like her. Whereas Meghan's like, I don't want to do it. I want to go to America.
There's got to be something else.
No, they like seriously, and she was the first person to openly criticize the family, which was like such a no-go. And she would be like, "Oh, by the way, my husband's a cheating rat," and that definitely didn't fly.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Team Diana forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Yep.
All right, honorable mentions to the two number ones, the quintessential Jesus Christ and Princess Diana. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Those are the best people to have dinner with.
Yep.
Whether you're a man
That's
or
literally
a woman.
yeah, that's fact.
Okay. Honorable mentions.
I only have 2.
Holy shit.
Well,
okay.
3, but 1 I could give or take.
Okay.
So Jesus was my number 1 honorable mention, as well as Johnny Cash.
Ooh.
Again, just would want to write music with him. And then Abe Lincoln.
Very American.
Yeah. I just kind of want to know what I would just be curious what he'd be like in person.
Just go hang out with Daniel Day-Lewis. He seemed to really embody it.
Fair enough.
I think he did good enough.
But those are my only 3.
That's it. Okay. Well, I've got about 1 million. This was number 11 on the list. Her name, found her out today.
Okay.
Maria Bakareva, a Russian female who was the leader of the female battalion of death in World War One.
I already love it.
The first female military
Cool.
something. It sounded sick. So shout out to Maria.
Hell yeah. Love you.
We've got Catherine the Great. Shout out to Russia and just her greatness. Mother Teresa.
Of course.
The Virgin Mary. Harriet Tubman. Come on.
Yeah.
You know how sick it would be.
She had to have been, I mean, she was bad ass as
a do not fuck with individual in every respect.
Not to be
of the
this
word.
bitch, but I wonder what her birth month was. I wonder what sign she was.
Okay, pod's over. This was the last episode ever. So, Harriet Tubman, Amelia Earhart, Jack the Ripper, which only apparently killed 5 people.
She was a Pisces. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, that is weird though, actually. Sorry, so getting on track. Why is he so notorious? Maybe, I don't know. Why was that? It was not that 5 isn't he killed 5 people, but I'm like.
And weren't they all just weren't they all hookers?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the you're telling me he would you're telling me he was the only person that killed 5 hookers?
Right. Yeah, why?
Back then. Do you know how I bet killing hookers was just oh, Ricky, did you kill any hookers this weekend? Nah, not this weekend, man. That seems like
why
common
did he
practice.
get the title of
I don't even know that. I feel like it's speculative that it was even a person. I think it was multiple people, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I probably definitely just made that up.
No, I do feel like I've heard that.
Anyway, Jack the Ripper Rasputin.
You're really on, your Russia is showing right now.
Yeah, I have a weird thing with Russia. Rasputin, though, that dude was insane. What was his deal? He had magic powers. Apparently, he got shot 6 times before he finally died. Dude
He's another one that
would just. Oh man, Rasputin, Ivan the Terrible, lunatic, killed so many people just in so many fucked up ways.
This is the most dude list right now.
Okay. Mac Miller, of course.
Yeah.
JFK, Juice WRLD. I think it would just be fun to just eat pizza and do drugs with Juice WRLD.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Tupac, but that's kind of debatable whether he's dead or not.
That's fair. So that could be on the to be determined.
He was on the bubble.
Yep.
Yeah, TBD.
Yep.
David Foster Wallace. You don't know about him yet. You will.
Okay.
The greatest modern author
Got it.
ever.
Okay.
He is truly a modern day. I don't even know who to like put him on. Like not even Shakespeare, because he was a fucking playwright. But like, I don't know who's the most iconic author ever.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. There you go, Mark Twain. We'll say he is. Anyway, David Foster Wallace. Stalin. Joseph Stalin. He'd be cool. Just more Russians. Dostoevsky. I think it's just because I'm reading his book right now. Christopher Columbus, just to see how much of a fucking idiot he was.
That's so funny, because if someone was like, "Hey, you're gonna do dinner with Chrissy tonight," I'd be like, "Can we? Nah, we can cancel."
But you had he showed up to fucking here and was just like, Asia. We are in India. That's why they called them Indians.
Not to be but I feel like a lot of dudes would do that.
That'd be so crazy. Next on the list, Steve Jobs.
Oh, very good.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't even have to explain that
Yeah.
one. Heard he was an asshole.
I'm sure.
Major asshole.
sure.
Have you watched the movie? I'm not even going to ask that. You haven't watched the movie?
Nope.
Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown together. They would have to be together. I would want to hang out. I would want to smoke crack with them.
Okay.
What do you don't know? That's how.
No, I'm just
pretty sure
saying,
that's how they
I
died.
wouldn't want to do that, but that's okay.
That was their thing.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can do crack.
You have to do crack with Whitney and Bobby.
Honest
If you
to God,
hang out with Whitney and Bobby and you don't do crack, that's like hanging out with Cheech and Chong and not smoking a J.
if anyone could convince me to do crack, it would be Whitney. Okay.
Good. Okay.
Okay. Clip it.
Yep. And then last couple on the list, Joan of Arc.
Ooh, good one.
Had to get the women in there.
Yeah.
Sir Francis Drake. What?
I don't know who that is. I'm not kidding.
Fucking explorer. He sailed across the Horn of Africa and all this crazy shit. Did you even pay attention in history class?
What?
You didn't get jacked up about explorers and all these fuckheads that you're like, oh, Magellan's from Spain. He founded Florida. And then Christopher Columbus, he's Portuguese, but he represented that shit didn't.
If you gun to my head said, give me one fact about Magellan, I would be on your top 10 dead people list. I just remember, wait, can I tell you, Magellan, to me, I just remember when we learned about him, that was when those insoles with gels were really big. And so I would say, I'm gelling with Magellan.
I bet you were gelling.
I think I'm getting tired.
Gelling with the gel. So the rest of my honorable mentions: Socrates, Jackie Robinson, George Washington, Leif Erikson.
Leif Erikson.
Do you really not know who Leif Erikson is? He was.
At least I wasn't who's Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, that would have been shameful. Leif Erikson, first of all, he has a day named after him on the SpongeBob.
Okay, well, we both know I wasn't the biggest SpongeBob watcher.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, Leif Erikson, he was the first one to come to America, before Christopher Columbus. He was a Viking, and they just landed in
Wow.
Scandinavia, I want to say.
So fuck off, Chrissy.
Leif Erikson was the OG.
Yeah, what?
That would be so sick to talk to a Viking.
That would be very cool to talk.
Come on.
I'd want to talk, but I'd be scared, but I'd still do it. Want to talk to, like, a Viking woman. Like, the wife. Like, I'd be... Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. The objective top 10 dead people to have dinner with.
And the number one winners are Princess Diana and Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ himself. We must get to we must get to the bottom of Christianity and all the questions that I have.
We will on this pod. It's the Bible, of course.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
PCB. As long as the goose is a gambling, it never shows snake eyes.
And that's a fact.
Shout out.